Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're continuing our low-level gold farming journey, and this time we're covering the best gold farms you can do from level 20 all the way up to level 40. Every farm in this video is designed to be done while leveling, meaning you're never wasting time. You're gaining experience and gold at the same time. I'll show you where each farm is on the map, which mobs we're targeting, what items we're farming, why they're valuable, and roughly how much gold per hour you can expect. Before we jump in, a quick mention. Rested XP has recently updated their guides and now includes full TBC leveling routes, as well as a boosted character guide from level 58 to 60. You can try it for free through the link in the description. If you're playing on a different region server, for example from Europe to US or from Asia to EU, GearUp lets you play smoothly across regions and even translate World of Warcraft directly into your own language. You'll find a free trial linked below. And if you're looking for a more advanced gold guide that focuses on long-term optimization, Zygor Guides is also linked in the description. Alright, let's get back to the farming. Our first farm starts here in Stonetalon Mountains, and you can see the exact location on the map. This is a very solid early 20s farm, especially because of how tightly packed these venture company goblins are. We're targeting humanoid mobs here, which is important because humanoids give us consistent cloth drops, raw silver, green items, and steady vendor trash. While farming this spot, you'll mainly be picking up wool cloth and silk cloth, both of which still sell reliably on the auction house at this stage of the game. Another nice bonus here is that these mobs can also drop light feathers, which are always in demand for first aid and certain crafts. What really makes this farm feel good is the respawn rate. You can move in a small loop between camps, chain pulls, and keep killing without much downtime. This is the kind of farm where nothing feels flashy, but everything adds up smoothly while you're leveling. Overall, you can expect around 10 to 15 gold per hour, depending on cloth prices and how fast you clear the camps. Our next farm is located here in Hillsbrad Foothills. You can see the location on the map. Here we're farming syndicate humanoid mobs spread across several camps in the zone. This is a classic mid-20s farm because these mobs drop large amounts of wool cloth and silk cloth, along with raw silver and green items. Wool cloth still has strong demand at this point, and silk cloth starts becoming more valuable as more players move into higher level first aid and tailoring. One of the big strengths of this farm is mob density. The syndicate camps are compact, which makes it easy to pull continuously and maintain a steady kill rhythm. Another advantage is that these mobs are relatively easy to kill, so this farm works well for most classes without requiring special cooldowns or AoE setups. Competition can vary, but because Hillsbrad has multiple syndicate camps, you can usually rotate spots if needed. Overall, this farm averages around 10 to 18 gold per hour, while also giving very solid experience. Our next farm is also located here in Hillsbrad Foothills, and this time we're targeting spider mobs. The main reason we're here is spider silk. Spider silk is required for tailoring and first aid, and because of that, it holds its value extremely well throughout Classic. Even though the drop rate isn't very high, these spiders have fast respawn rates, and competition here is usually low compared to humanoid farms. That means you can farm uninterrupted and let the silk drops slowly stack up. In addition to spider silk, these mobs also drop vendor trash, raw silver, and occasional green items, which helps stabilize your income even when silk drops are streaky. This farm is especially nice if you want something quieter and less contested. On average, you're looking at 12 to 20 gold per hour, and when spider silk prices spike, it can go even higher. Our next farm takes us back to Stonetalon Mountains, where we're farming fire elementals. The main item we're targeting here is elemental fire. Elemental fire is used in several crafting professions, including engineering and blacksmithing, which keeps demand strong even early on. These mobs also drop raw silver, vendor trash, and the occasional green item, so you're not completely dependent on elemental drops. This farm works well for most classes and doesn't require any professions. Because elemental mobs are usually spaced out, positioning and pull efficiency matter more here than raw AoE power. When elemental fire prices are good, this farm feels extremely rewarding. Overall, you can expect around 15 to 25 gold per hour, depending on drop rates and auction house prices. Our next farm is located here in Thousand Needles, and you can see the exact location on the map. For this farm, we're focusing only on harpies. The main reason we're here is Vibrant Plume. Vibrant plumes are used in multiple crafting recipes and quests, and because of that, they sell extremely well on the auction house at this stage of the game. As you can see on screen, even a small stack of vibrant plumes can be worth a surprising amount of gold. Harpies are also very efficient to farm because they're tightly packed and respawn quickly, which allows for constant pulls and very little downtime. In addition to vibrant plumes, you'll also pick up raw silver, green items, and vendor trash, which helps stabilize your gold per hour. This farm works well for almost all classes and doesn't require any professions. Overall, this is one of the cleanest and most consistent auction house farms in the early 30s. Estimated gold per hour, 12 to 20 gold per hour, depending on plume prices and competition. Our next farm is also located here in Thousand Needles, but this time we're targeting cloud serpents and hyenas. You can see the farming area on the map. This farm is more focused on vendor gold and skinning value, making it very reliable regardless of auction house prices. Cloud serpents drop brilliant scales, which vendor for solid silver and add up quickly over time. They can also drop light feathers, which sell well on the auction house and are always in demand for first aid and crafting. Hyenas drop soft patch of fur, which vendors nicely and provides steady income even without relying on RNG drops. If you have skinning, this farm becomes significantly better, since both cloud serpents and hyenas can be skinned for extra leather on every kill. What makes this farm strong is consistency. You're not waiting for rare drops, you're generating gold every minute through vendor loot, skinning, and occasional auction house items. This is a great farm if you want predictable gold per hour while leveling. Estimated gold per hour, 15 to 25 gold per hour, 20 to 30 gold per hour with skinning. Our next farm is located here in Stranglethorn Vale, and you can see the exact location on the map. For this farm, we're targeting Stranglethorn tigers, which are spread across large parts of the jungle. This is primarily a skinning and vendor-based farm, making it very reliable even if auction house prices fluctuate. These tigers drop several items that vendor for solid silver, including bristly whisker and retractable claw. Individually, these items don't look impressive, but because you're killing a lot of mobs quickly, the vendor gold adds up very fast. If you have skinning, this farm becomes significantly better. Every kill gives you leather on top of the vendor loot, which increases your gold per hour without adding any extra effort. One thing worth mentioning here is competition. Stranglethorn Vale is a very popular leveling zone, so during peak hours, you may see other players farming the same mobs. If that happens, it's usually best to move slightly deeper into the jungle or rotate between spawn areas to keep your kill rate up. This farm shines when you can maintain a steady rhythm and minimize downtime between pulls. It's also a great spot to combine gold farming with questing, since many Stranglethorn quests overlap with these areas. Estimated gold per hour, 8 to 12 gold per hour without skinning, 18 to 25 gold per hour with skinning, depending on leather prices and competition. Our next farm is located here in Stranglethorn Vale, on the small island just off the coast, and you can see the exact location on the map. For this farm, we're targeting water elementals, and the main item we're after is elemental water. Elemental water is used in multiple crafting professions, including alchemy and engineering, and because of that, it always has strong demand on the auction house. As you can see on screen, the price for elemental water is very solid at this stage of the game. In addition to elemental water, these mobs also drop raw silver, vendor trash, and the occasional green item, which helps smooth out your gold per hour even when elemental drops are a bit streaky. This farm can feel extremely good when you have the island mostly to yourself, because the elementals respawn at a steady pace and are easy to chain pull. One important thing to mention here is competition. This is a well-known farm, so during peak hours, you may see other players farming the same spot. If that happens, it's usually best to swap layers if possible, or come back during off hours when the island is quieter. When you do get uninterrupted uptime, this farm becomes one of the best gold farms in the mid-30s. This spot is also very clean visually for video, since all the value comes from one clear drop, making it easy for viewers to understand why the farm works. Estimated gold per hour, 15 to 25 gold per hour, can go higher with good drop luck and low competition. Our next farm is located here in Badlands, and you can see the exact location on the map. For this farm, we're targeting rock elementals, and the main item we're after is elemental earth. Elemental earth is a very important crafting material used in professions like engineering and blacksmithing, which keeps demand strong throughout Classic and into TBC. As you can see on screen, elemental earth sells very well on the auction house, especially as more players start leveling professions seriously. In addition to elemental earth, These mobs drop a lot of heavy vendor trash, raw silver, and green items. That means this farm stays profitable even during dry streaks where elemental drops don't happen back to back. One of the biggest advantages of this farm is low competition. Badlands is often skipped by many players, so you can usually farm here uninterrupted for long periods of time. The elementals are spread out, but once you learn the route, you can rotate between spawn points and maintain a steady kill pace. This farm is especially good for classes that can handle slightly tankier mobs, since rock elementals have higher health than normal beasts. Overall, this is one of the most reliable and consistent gold farms before level 40. Estimated gold per hour: 12 to 20 gold per hour on average, up to 25 gold per hour with good elemental earth prices and efficient routing. Our next farm is located here in the hinterlands, and you can see the exact location on the map. For this farm, we're targeting Witherbark trolls, mainly around Witherbark village and the surrounding camps. These are humanoid mobs, which makes them extremely valuable because of their high Mageweave cloth drop rate. Mageweave cloth is one of the most important cloth types at this stage of the game, and as you can see on screen, it sells very well on the auction house. In addition to Mageweave, these trolls also drop raw silver, green items, and solid vendor trash, which helps keep your gold per hour stable, even if cloth prices fluctuate. What really makes this farm shine is mob density. The camps are tightly packed, and respawn rates are fast enough that you can clear in loops and keep killing almost non-stop. This makes it a very efficient farm for both single-target and AoE capable classes. Another advantage is that the hinterlands tends to have less competition than zones like Stranglethorn Vale or Tanaris, especially during off-peak hours. If you're leveling solo and want a clean, consistent grind with strong auction house value, this is one of the best places to be in the late 30s. Estimated gold per hour: 15 to 25 gold per hour, can reach 30 gold per hour with good Mageweave prices and fast clear speeding. Our next farm is located here in Tanaris, just outside Gadget's-On, and you can see the exact location on the map. For this farm, we're targeting Wastewander bandits, which are humanoid mobs spread across several camps in the desert. This is one of the most consistent gold farms in the late 30s, mainly because humanoid mobs drop a combination of valuable cloth, raw silver, and green items. The main item we're farming here is Mageweave cloth. Mageweave is heavily used in tailoring and first aid, and at this point in the game, demand is very high as more players approach level 40 and beyond. As you can see on screen, Mageweave cloth sells extremely well on the auction house. In addition to Mageweave, these mobs also drop raw silver, vendor trash, and a good number of green items, which further boosts your gold per hour. What makes this farm especially good is the mob density. The camps are tightly packed, respawn quickly, and allow for constant pulling without much downtime. This makes it an excellent farm for both leveling and pure gold generation at the same time. Competition can exist here, since Tanaris is a popular zone, but because there are multiple camps spread out, you can usually rotate locations if needed. This is also a great place to grind out the final stretch to level 40 while stacking gold for your mount. Estimated gold per hour: 18 to 30 gold per hour, depending on Mageweave prices, clear speed, and competition. So that's going to wrap up our level 20 to 40 gold farming guide. If you follow these farms while leveling, you'll be well prepared for your mount at level 40 and ready to move into the next phase of the game. Let me know in the comments where you're farming from and which gold farms you'd like me to cover in the next video. If this guide helped you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.